Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Minis and Mayhem. Yes, for real, we've had a little bit of a hiatus, but we're happy to come back. I am Joan, your Dungeon Master for this evening, joined once again by Ray Barnes, Trevor Terry, Jarid Castiglione, Tomio Fujino, and Patrick Casey. We are once again back to the Unfallen Fortress, where last time we had a little bit of a explosive problem as the players prepared themselves for combat. It's time to go to the map. Yeah, come on, let's just we're starting right into initiative. Isn't everybody like all fired up and ready to go?
Woohoo!
Super hyped.
Super
Yippee!
hyped. Anyway, Tempo, congratulations. You are first on deck to have actions. Eden is next on the chopping block. Deck.
Suspicious, but all right, DM. I'll play your game. I think tempo. Okay, to clarify what I see on the map, I'm going to make the bold assumption that those big red circles are enemies.
Yes, that is correct. Those big red circles are groups of soldiers that are starting to march their way through the holes left by the explosions on the fortress.
Okay, got you. Okay. Oh, I see. They're also okay, and there's also another force all the way to the left or to the right as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got you. How many of them are there in like each grouping?
There's about 4 in a group.
Oh, just? Okay, that's good.
Just 4. Just four in a group. That's not so bad, right?
Yep, I love that. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to put myself in front of Captain Picard and kind of like, as I face the 2 groups on the left, kind of like push him behind me and pull out my weapon, which you would see is like a long chain kind of like going down onto this broken musical instrument, and I would swing it like a pendulum in front of me. I will cast resistance on myself as an action, and that should once you touch one willing creature, myself, and I can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one saving throw of my choice with a concentration of 1 minute. The next thing I'm going to do is, as a bonus action, I am going to cast Sanctuary on Captain Ricard. And I think I would kind of swirl my little chain around, and you would see kind of like a smoke trail that would kind of wind around both of us in like the form of a clock, and the good captain will have a little like glowing circle around him, and hopefully making him a little bit harder to hit. Stand behind me, friend, and I'll kind of like try to keep Captain Ricard protected.
Okay. Well, I don't know what? And we'll go ahead and move on to the next turn. And this is the fun part of our little video, of our little episode today, because we're actually on a second map. I had to whip this up in a little bit of a hurry, but let's go ahead and head over to Captain Ricard's camp over here, because next up are the soldiers. The individual soldiers around here. Isn't this fun?
This is great, actually.
I believe in you, Eden.
This is so cool.
Why is Mario attacking? What the heck?
Hey, they're an enclave,
okay,
you can't do
so
that.
the soldiers march forward under the order of General Fabul. Kill the spares, leave the princess behind. They step forward, drawing blades, taking a swing.
Swan, no.
Okay, I need to add an extra 2d6 to that.
Oh.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Unfortunate for the soldier, right?
Yeah. I got one, right?
They slice their own toes off.
I am
actually.
having a moment of... I have this wonderful DM screen here, and I have realized that it completely prevents me from accessing any of my notes or making adjustments on the fly. So we're just going to get rid of that. I'm sure it'll be useful someday. We'll go ahead and... Whoop. Give me a second. Having all kinds of fun. Okay. Yeah, the first one steps up, lifts up a halberd, basically like runs Francois through. He's still standing, just his raw training keeping him alive. But that's when the second one comes up and takes a swing of his own. Okay, and then we add the bonus damage, another 2d6. Fabulous. Probably should be setting this to GM roll. Let's go ahead and do that. So you now have an idea as to how they are working, which is painfully. I am so excited. I have been waiting to have some fun with y'all for a while now.
That's a good sign.
I'm sure it is.
This is super cool.
Yeah.
You...
Well, I mean, it's the Unfallen Fortress, so I'm sure everybody will come out of this in one piece, right?
Yeah, they unfall.
Yeah. Like, why would I, why would anything go bad? Okay, that one's gonna be a miss.
I
That's
get knocked
fortunate.
down, I unfall again. They're never gonna keep me falling.
Oh, non-initiative.
Yep,
that's not the right
exactly how it
button.
goes.
That's verbatim, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. All right, these two sort of like make a pincer movement around Pierre, but he's a little bit better prepared than Francois was. He's able to push away the first halberd, turns to parry the second with his sword. Princeps Eden, you must escape.
I don't even know what to say to this. No,
Well, that's
like,
a pity because
that's a
it's
pity, I don't
your
know.
turn now. Ian, you are the player on deck.
All right. Geez, do we run? Probably the smartest idea.
WWED, what would Eden do?
What would Eden do?
What will Eden do? That's
You're
a good
dead.
question.
Tell them
I
to
think
run.
Eden will run out and try, like, into the camp. Seems like a great place to run, but it's the only exit. So let's just dash out and run and hope for the best.
Cool. So you are going to be leaving to people's threatened area. So they're going to go ahead and make attacks at you. This will be fun. Here's the first one. It's going to be a nat 20. Oh boy. Oh, and neither of these fellows got to proc their special attack, so we get their special tech. So we get to add another 2d6 on top of that. That is... Alright, so the first one is going to deal 21 points of slashing damage to you as you retreat.
Dang.
Okay.
I've been planning this for a very long time,
Did you not use
but
the
that was a
disengage
critical
action?
hit, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the second one is also going to attack as you try fleeing from the tent. Gotta remind myself what your armor class is. What is your armor class?
It's a solid
Eden?
14.
14. All right, you do manage to dodge the second one, so you take that 21 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
We got a whole 2 HP, guys.
Feels like we're super
Woohoo.
level.
Still alive.
Isn't it great?
Still alive, still alive, still alive.
Still alive. All right, yeah. You flee out into the camp. I do not have anything showing out here. So you do effectively head out as soon as you leave the tent. You pause for a moment because you look around and you are surrounded by Ankorian soldiers. Did you forget that you were in the enemy camp?
No. Sure didn't. But
anything else you're going to do with your turn? So you action, your movement. So we had 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I use my bonus action to hide as a cunning action.
Sure. Are you just gonna try and like hide amongst like the stuff in the campsite?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Stealth check.
It's a 9. Okay. We'll see if any of them can find you. But
I'm sure the
first,
blood trail is not leading them to me at all.
but first, we do still have Belle.
Belle. She's a scaredy cat. She's gonna run.
Is she? Okay. Well, unfortunately, she is going to be taking an attack of opportunity as she retreats. That's going to be 7 points of slashing damage as Belle tries to retreat. One of the soldiers strikes out with the halberd. Maybe Francois manages to parry this one, but accidentally redirects it. Belle takes a sharp stab into her side as she flees the scene. And where is she going to go from here?
She's gonna head back to the. She's gonna try to head back to the fortress.
Okay, so she's just gonna like try and sprint through the camp?
Yeah.
Excellent. She'll go ahead and flee out. You are hiding. Excellent. And that's the end of your turn. Next up, General Fabul.
Yippee!
The man gets up, looking at the situation. Casually, calmly, walks around his desk.
Oh, goodbye, Pierre. Goodbye, Francois.
He draws his blade and takes a swing. Let's see. You're not here to witness this. So what you hear is the sound of steel swishing through the air twice, a scream of pain, and you know that Pierre is no longer among you.
Coolio. Super cool.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Oh, Princeps, where are you?
Good thing he used half his movement to get up, right?
He did, in fact, use all of his movement, and then he used his action. He's still got a bonus action, which he's going to use to try and find you. Okay, and we will find out exactly what happens next time we come around to him. For now, we're going to go ahead and go over to Ian. Next on the player list is Cindy. We'll go ahead and head back to our other map. How's everybody doing so far?
I'm great. Not really, but fine.
playing defensively.
Only one person's died over here yet.
Yet.
Let's keep it that way.
So the situation is that the walls of the castle have exploded, the fortress rather, and we're outside now? Because I recall we were inside some kind of courtyard or entryway or vestibule.
Oh, you are inside the courtyard. This is the courtyard. You see the walls around you towards the outside area?
Yes. Okay. Reminding myself as to where I am. All right, so behind me is the keep proper, is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Forge is off to the well, I mean the compass is all wrong here, but it's going to be to the bottom right side. That's where the forge is. You can see that there are stairs both to the bottom and upper left. There's also the two towers, which themselves do not have doors.
Okay. Great. I know what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna turn to Cindy and Tempo, whoever is next to me, whoever's closest, and I'm going to like shake their shoulders and say, "Where is a powerful magical artifact? Right now. I need it. Now. Where is it?"
I don't have one. I'm sorry. We don't think we have any of those here.
There's one in the castle, right? I sensed it. I'm gonna leave and go back inside the fortress.
You're
Number
abandoning us.
Just seeing. Where you
Well,
going?
I gotta go. I need to find something. Good luck.
Excellent, Ian. You run inside the castle. I'm just gonna go ahead and move you to another layer. Unfortunately, I did not prep ahead and make sure that I had the internal map ready for you today, but today at the very least, you run inside the fortress. As you look around, there's kind of like soldiers sitting around the main hall. Some of them look a little confused and worried, like, what the heck was that noise? They'd never heard anything like that before.
Soldiers, warriors, muster. There's an enemy force outside. Go to your stations. At arms.
I'll tell you what, go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
Persuasion, sure. Does the rubble on me help at all?
Just make me a persuasion check.
All right. That's a 2. Oh yeah, they totally think I'm lying. All right, let's go.
What's with this then? Has this guy been rolling around in the mud or something? Are you daft, sir? It's a little early to be hitting the booze.
Oh, I tried. Good luck. And I'm gonna look for like a staircase leading up near me.
Can I clarify something that you just said? You said that the towers did not have doors to the exterior?
Correct.
So how did I come down with the priestess? Because
you would have come down. It would have been through the doors on the interior of the keep that lead up to the top of the tower.
Okay, so they would have seen me run by with the priestess, yeah?
Yeah, carrying her
poisoned
and
priestess?
again, like, these guys are like just confused more than anything. Like, okay, the blacksmith ran by in an awful hurry carrying the priestess. Like, are they off to do something fun later? Like, they don't know what's going on.
Okay, wow, they are that oblivious. Got it.
These guys haven't seen action since ever. Really. Ever.
And I mean, if the captain's anything to go by, it's not really a high standard.
Anyway, so yeah, you're looking for some stairs. You know that there are sort of like doors that lead into the basement where the dungeons are, where you left your belongings. But there are also some stairs that lead up to sort of like a second floor of the keep, as well as a second set of stairs further up that lead to the roof.
And what's the weather like too? I know that may not seem like it matters, but it does.
You're asking what the weather is like?
Yeah.
I would say that the weather is currently cloudy and a little bit dark and cold.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to get to the highest
down.
point I'm gonna try to just get to the highest point possible and hope that I find something along the way, and I'll search rooms as I pass them. I don't want to take too much time up from what's happening below, though.
Cool.
I will occasionally look out and check on how everyone's doing in the front, though. Like look out through a window or a balcony or something and see.
Yeah,
if there's
when
any
you
way
have
I can...
access to one.
Yeah, if there's one, I see if I can help somehow, potentially.
Cool. You start sprinting up the stairs, searching desperately to see if you can find a magical artifact that you might be able to use to save yourself. Next up, it's time for some soldiers. Okay. I have to admit that I think that this is quite a brilliant idea on my part.
Tooting your own horn, aren't we?
Oh yeah, you know, because like somebody has to toot the war horn. I may as well toot mine, right?
To
You're doing
First
too-
attack.
See, pleases.
Then the second attack. Third attack. And the fourth attack. That one actually hit. Cool. Yeah. So on their own, the single soldier here sort of like, oh, I can take all of you Oncorians. They say that Persian soldiers are equivalent to 20 of you. En garde! And the soldiers casually just continue their march forward, halberds drawn, shields raised, thrusting at him through the gaps in their shields. He's able to parry two, and another two find their way into him. He is still standing, but barely. We'll see how long that lasts.
So functionally, these groups of soldiers are swarms.
Functionally, yes.
Okay.
Hey, Tempo. What you doing, buddy? You doing okay? You doing good?
I am defending my captain. That's what I aim to do.
I'm sure you are. You're doing an excellent job of it.
Tempo is much more confident than I am, but yep.
tempo. is
Cool.
what I
I would like you to take a grand total. Let's see if I'm counting this correctly. Carry the 1. That's going to go ahead and be 32 points of piercing damage. As they approach you, they lift their spears and start just stabbing, trying to run you through.
How many attacks is that technically, so I can roll that amount of Constitution saves?
There are technically 2 of them. One of them did 19 and one of them did 13.
Okay. In that case, going down to 7, and rolling Constitution, hopefully to keep up that. Nope. Immediately failed. My concentration drops as there's too many punctured holes in my armor and body.
All right, the sanctuary crumbles to the ground.
Oh no, resistance. But sanctuary is not concentration.
Oh, resistance, right? Resistance is concentration. Sanctuary is not. So Captain Ricard is still well protected right now.
Still glowing, but tempo is no longer.
Remind me again how sanctuary works.
Yes. I'll just put it into chat. Here we go.
Excellent. It's always good to have the reminders available.
But yeah, but attack or harmful spell comes at them. Make a wisdom save first. The DC is like 11.
Kind of say it has been a long time since I've just gotten to go all out, you know? It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice to just say, "Hey, Joan, you know, whatever you feel like you're going to do today, just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it. Who's going to stop you? Your players? Nah. Players can't stop you. Not today. Today is Joan's day. Today is Joan's day to cause horrendous damage. Yeah. This group of soldiers comes through. Several puncture wounds quickly appear on this soldier, barely managing to stand their ground. And that is when... Here is my favorite part.
Oh no.
I'm so scared that I'm not even there.
Oh, I'm real scared that I am there.
Oh no. There's more of them.
Oh no!
Oh, good. I was feeling lonely on this battle map.
Go.
Oh, goody. One group of 5 for each of us.
All right.
Time
It
to
is
get
time
even
for
odds.
the soldiers. So, first of all, this fellow right here has thought so highly of himself. So we'll see if he can actually put his money where his mouth is. I find that unlikely. But let's see how well he can do. He swings his sword. That is going to be a natural 1.
Oh, yike. Buddy.
Yeah, so
Great.
he pulls his sword out and honor the Persis-Forz and swings his mighty blade and completely whiffs. The blade bounces off one of the shields and embeds itself into the ground, where he starts like tugging on it to try and pull it out. Over here, this fellow also tries to get a blade up. His friend moves around to support. Okay, is that going to hit? It is not. His friend, also not. So these two start swinging their swords, but the solid like shield line of the Ancorian forces, as they march in, casually just deflect the blows. Up here, these soldiers turn surprised, fire down their crossbow bolts as best they can. And the other one, okay. So this guy actually manages to put a bolt in this group. You see one of the bolts fly out of the crossbow and kind of like jab into the guy, into one of the guys, but he appears to be still standing, supported by his allies around him. And then way off to the north, I don't know if you all can see them on your screens. We have a couple of little fellows out here. Gee, it seems to be quite a wonderful day. I'm really enjoying this weather we're having. Foggy. Yeah, foggy. It's rather nice. Like, it obscures all of the horrendous, wildlife up here, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful day. It makes me want to paint. Do you think we can talk with Jeremy and maybe get some painting lessons about this? I don't know. Those seem expensive. What was that noise we heard earlier? Oh, I don't know. Something loud. That loud. Perhaps it's coming from the anvils or something. Do you think the forge can get that loud? Perhaps if it exploded. Should we get involved in that? No, I'm sure they got it. Cindy, you are up. Izzer, you are on deck.
Well, she is shocked at first by the sudden onslaught, but there's a steadiness to her visage. She's been prepared for moments like this before, or at least that's what she believes in. She's had many a moon of training, and she thinks that she's ready, and she's gonna do the only thing that she knows how to do, and that's to hurt and to heal. So she will be casting create bonfire on this almost Venn diagram point between these two groups, assuming that they're both within 5 feet. And I need all of those individuals to make a dexterity saving throw of a DC 13.
Go
please.
ahead and draw a little bonfire effect here. And what's the range? What's the radius on, or the size on that campfire?
It's 5 feet. It's a 5-foot cube.
5-foot cube placed in
Just a little
between them.
baby.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And dexterity save, you said? What's the DC?
It is 13.
13.
Yep.
We can roll a couple of DC 13 dexterity saving throws. Right. Okay. The first group passes, the second group fails.
Okay, so it's a 1d8 for fire damage. I think I could just do this, right? Nope. Let me do a little roll. Three fire damage to the group that fails, and nothing to the group that succeeds.
Excellent. Cool. Yeah, it's a little hot. Underneath all the plate armor that they're wearing as the campfire springs into existence from the below them, like a torch.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little warm, but they seem pretty well protected against the flames that rage against them from below. You still
Fair.
have your bonus action and movement.
I sure do. With that, she'll cast the bonfire and speak solemn but very stern. She'll state, "The flame does not ask permission to burn, and nor shall I. Let the ashes of failure feed tomorrow's fire." And she'll take what little singed material that kind of evaporates and goes with the heat and the waves of heat, and she'll convert that into a healing word onto Tempo as those ashes gather, coalesce, and kind of try to singe the recent wounds of Tempo closed. I should have an attack for this. Healing word. And you will heal for 5, Mr. Tempo.
Would look down at those wounds closing. My thanks.
We're not out of the woods yet, my dear. And she will look to put herself in a little bit of a spacious position. She'll go up and back towards Izzer more for the moment. And that will be the end of her turn.
All right. Speaking of Izzer, you are up. Tempo, you're on deck.
Izzer is going to hand. Would it be an action to hand over the priestess, who he's still holding, to Cindy?
I'm gonna call that a free object interact. Or
Okay.
a free action object interaction.
Okay. Then I am going to use my bonus action to rage. And Izzer's rage does not look like anger. This dude who has been, unusually, he is usually keeping to himself, right? But it can be kind of snarky and gruff and grumpy. Goes quiet and sets his shoulders and starts going.
I love that.
Let's see. Because they're a swarm, I can't go into the swarm, so, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, starts heading here, and... reckless attack.
Excellent. Go ahead and make this attack with advantage.
Okay. $17.
Will not be quite enough.
Oh, wait, no, with advantage, you said.
With advantage. So give me another.
I'll remember that next time. How's a 22?
22. That'll do it. Go ahead and give me that swing.
That is
9.
That is, yep, 6 plus 3 is 9. And, like, melee weapon using strength during this turn. And then, since that is a hit...
It is?
So, they are, does this work on a swarm? Thunderous blows.
That is an excellent question. They're not technically a huge creature, so they would have to make that saving throw.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and see if we can do that. What is the DC for that?
That is 8 plus 2 plus 3 is 8 and 5 is 13.
13. You got it. 1 strength saving throw coming right up. Let's see, they don't have advantage on this one, which means... All right, yeah. So, Izzer, you take a swing with your mighty hammer. One of the Ankorians lifts up a shield to block it, but they're underestimating the strength of a blacksmith. Your hammer kind of just collides with the shield, and collectively the entire force is shoved 5 feet this way.
In the direction of my choice.
The direction of your choice. Which direction?
I would like them to be sent this way.
Excellent.
And unfortunately, forced movement does not provoke a attack of opportunity, but it does mean that that the Persis soldiers are forcibly disengaged. And then he'll growl out, "Fuck! Would you all just quiet down?" And he's not quite making a lot of sense right now, is he? And that will be my turn.
Okay. Tempo, you're up. Eden, you're on deck. Be prepared.
Tempo doesn't necessarily have a lot of combat experience, per se, but knows a losing fight when he sees one, and will turn to Captain Ricard without trying to move or to try to engage with these soldiers further. "Captain, call the garrison, go!" and push him away from the guards. If I try to move with the captain, does it require like a bonus action or an action to kind of like guide Captain Ricard to a direction, or can he move on his own volition? And
If he is moving on his own volition, then he will do that on his turn. But if you want to just sort of like shove him, I would require you to do an action, and then I'd probably give you advantage on the athletics check.
Okay, yeah. In that case, I will try to do that to kind of push the captain towards Cindy, or at the very least push him toward, doing something himself, since he seemed to be stunned. What does Captain Ricard's face look like? Does he look like he's coherent of the situation?
Oh, he looks. I mean, aside from the fact that he's absolutely plastered, he looks just still kind of like shocked and in weirded out by like what in the world is going on. Why are there people here in Oncorian uniforms? Like, what in the world is happening? He has no idea what has just like occurred to him. It is only your words that sort of like start getting his feet to awkwardly like get underneath him. As he prepares to move towards the garrison.
Okay. I will take that that push action with advantage if you don't mind. And
Go
I
for
will
it.
kind of like push him like, alarms, Captain, go! And I'll roll with advantage. So it's a 19 on athletics.
Just a second. For just a second, I was a little worried he was actually going to resist you. His first roll was a nat 20, but I gave him disadvantage. So, yeah. You just reach up and just shove him forward. He pushes 5 feet as he stumbles towards the door. And he will get to start taking actions soon, hopefully.
In that case, I am going to, as a bonus action, cast a spell. And I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself. Also a concentration spell, but thankfully it's a bonus action. And Tempo, after kind of like pushing Captain Picard, grab his chain with his metronome on it, and kind of like spin it around so it's up front. He'll catch it and then kind of like hit the metronome, so the little metal piece will tick 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 tick, and you'll see kind of like a like an aura around Tempo with like little blacksmithing tools that kind of like erupt out of thin air to help protect him. And my AC is now currently 15.
15.
Let me double
Extra
check that
durability is
currently
nice.
15. Sorry, no, it's 16. My bad. With that Shield of Faith.
Okay.
And I will just stand at the ready with my spellcasting focus in hand.
All right, that's action. Bonus action, no movement. We'll go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and head back over to our other map and see how our Princeps is doing, shall we?
Yippee!
All
Oh, yeah.
right, it
She's doing
is
great.
time for the soldiers. And then add another.
I'm so
All right, you
excited.
hear
This is
another
so
sort of
fun.
swish of a blade, another as another of your comrades falls. You hear the marching of boots as soldiers begin to march out. And you realize that the position you've taken up behind a barrel is not a particularly well-covered one. As your dress sticks out from behind it, your dog rips off past you. These soldiers are now going to make a grapple check on you. So can you give me an athletics or acrobatics roll, please?
Phew. Let's do acrobatics. 20.
Okay. Working together, you swing and kick and fight to try and keep them off of you. But unfortunately, working together, they are able to manage to restrain you.
Let me go! Let me go!
They don't seem at all moved by your requests. But it is now your turn.
Since they're holding me, I'll do Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
And I'll try to hit them that way. Hold on. One action touch. Da, 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 da. What is this? Are they wearing armor?
Yes, they are.
Metal armor? Ooh, I get advantage.
They are wearing metal armor.
OBS, why do you hate me? What are we doing? Okay. You have advantage on the attack roll if the target is wearing armor made of metal. On the hit, the target takes 1d8 lightning damage. And can't take reactions until the start of the next turn. Okay, well. Wow, that's super great.
Yeah, I don't think that one's going anywhere.
No, I don't think so either.
You reach out with your hand crackling with electricity. One of them reaches out and grabs you by the wrist, stopping the electricity from coming into contact. Oh, tricky. That is your action. You still have a bonus action and a reaction.
Yeah. I don't think I can really... do anything else at the moment. So that's that, I guess.
All right. And how about Belle? Oh, I forgot to subtract those hit points. So what about Belle?
Belle, I'm just gonna yell at Belle to keep running to the keep.
Your loyal dog does so. She sprints off into the camp. You see a few soldiers raise their crossbows as General Fabul steps out of the tent and lifts one hand and hold up. Don't bother wasting the ammo. There's nothing you can do. He steps forward, and you, dear Princeps, I need you alive. But in the meantime, I need you to not be conscious for a bit. And so now I am going to go ahead. This is not going to be fatal damage, but I am gonna hit ya.
Okay. Well, you don't have to hit me very hard.
Cool. With your armor class, that is going to be a hit. Cool. You take 3 points of non-magical bludgeoning damage, and you pass out.
Coolio.
And that is the last you see. Back to the fort. Ian, you are up. Next up in line is Cindy. Ian, you are running around the fortress, up the stairs, presumably continuing on. You poke your head into the first room that you see, presumably.
Yeah, I'm just going to check pretty much every room. Am I still in combat at this moment? Can I cast multiple spells, or am I still pretty constricted for one action per turn?
You are still considered to be in combat, yes, as an active, a big stressful active situation is currently happening.
Okay. I'll enter the first room that I come across on the first floor landing.
Okay. You throw open the first room that you find. It appears to be some sort of study. You can see sort of like books lining up against the walls in here. Down at the end of the chamber, you also see another book sort of like set on a pedestal at the far end of the room. There is, in fact, a window looking outside.
Okay.
You also see what looks to be like several benches lining across the room.
I don't know how you want to do this in terms of movement, but I'd like to look outside and see and check on how the situation is outside the front.
Cool. So you run into the room. You probably don't cross the room unless you're like sprinting.
If I can't cross the room, then as soon as I enter the room, I'm going to use Detect Magic, because I'm assuming my first cast from the previous session is expired at this point.
I'm trying to remember when you cast it exactly.
Yeah, I don't recall either how much time has been left on it. It's 10 minutes total.
Okay, I don't remember for sure. We're just gonna go with a no for the time being. You go ahead and you cast your Detect Magic. You look around the room, starting to try and like get an idea as to like any magical objects in this room, and you do get one hit. You do get sort of a faint glow coming from the book on the pedestal at the end of the room.
I guess I'll approach the book and try to look through it, like, quickly.
Cool. You approach the book, free object interact to sort of like look through the book. Go ahead and make me a history check. History or religion.
Let's see which one's higher. History's pretty good, considering I'm not from around these parts. And that's a 15 history. 15,
cool. You look through the book, and it appears to be of a religion that is still present even in your day. Something that has gone on for a very long time. You remember hearing about the goddesses Boros and her wife Aura, the powerful goddesses that once were the sort of like patron goddesses of the kingdom of Persis, a kingdom that has long since in your day gone defunct.
Useless. I'm gonna throw it on the ground and then run over to the window, I guess. Start making my way to the window.
Cool.
Just to look and see how things have progressed as far as I can get. By the way, I have 35 feet of movement, not 30, because of my magical armor.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, that extra 5 feet really makes a difference.
5 whole feet, man. I mean, you take whatever you can get. It is time for the soldiers. The soldiers have recognized the real threat in the room is not the other soldiers. It's this uppity blacksmith. How dare he interrupt them? How dare he push their entire unit aside? Actually, that's kind of scary. Holy crap. We're going to do something about him. As the squad marches forwards towards the blacksmith. Let's see how they do. Okay. Both of those are going to hit, and the second one is a nat 20. So here we go. So Izzer, I want you to go ahead and take 12 points of piercing damage from the first attack. It is non-magical, so your rage halves that to 6.
Still.
The second one is going to be 16 piercing damage.
8.
Which is halved to 8. 8.
Yeah, I heard you.
Then we make the third attack. Yep. That's gonna miss, and the fourth attack is also going to miss. So the halberds from this group come swinging out, trying to poke holes in you. You bash one aside, shoulder another. 2 of them do manage to find their way through your defenses, but in your current state, the sheer focus that you are maintaining on yourself, the irritation, you're shrugging off the blows. Next up, These fellows are going to step slightly to one side so they don't have to deal with the fire. And they'll deal with this uppity fellow down here. First one misses. Second one misses. Third one misses. Fourth one misses. Okay. This guy down here is running a one-man crusade against this entire group of enemies, just managing to just parry, thrust, blocking all of these weapon attacks that are coming towards him. Let's see if Tempo can maintain the exact same pace.
And then you got that shield.
Keeping in mind, it does have increased AC to the Shield of Faith. That's going to be an AC of 16, correct?
Yep, that's correct.
Excellent.
Let's go, Tempo. Let's go. Let's go, Tempo. Let's go.
Okay. So, Tempo, the first one comes in, you step out of the way. The second one comes in, you parry it to the side. The third one, ping, bounces off the Shield of Faith. The fourth one, go ahead and take me another 12 points of piercing damage and a concentration saving throw for your Shield of Faith.
Oh, I
Tempo's
do not
down.
have to because I am unconscious.
All right, Tempo.
Take that exact 12.
You fall, and you begin to bleed out. We'll come back to you in a bit.
You got it, Joan.
Mhm.
Are death saves gonna work the same way they classically do?
Yep.
Okay.
So do your best.
right.
So this group is gonna go ahead and start marching up the stairs. This group begins marching forward. And then on the other side, this group. Go ahead and take their swings at the soldier down here. Ooh, that one will definitely hit. That is a crit for... Yeah, over here, another soldier raises his shield, manages to parry one off. The sword comes up, pushes them out of the way, and another one collapses to the ground. And then it's time for my favorite part.
Joan devious.
War swarms.
Oh no, there's so many of them. So many.
I came prepared for today.
There's so many of them.
All right. And with that, it's time for the soldiers.
Our soldiers.
This one man is so sure of himself. He is the main character. He is the hero. He will be the one to single-handedly defeat this entire army on his lonesome. He raises his mighty blade and
Please
promptly
save us.
has it deflect off of the enemy shields.
Oh boy.
Over here, this fellow is like, "Thanks for the assist, sir, but you should really get to safety." He charges forward, blade held high, prepared to fight for his country. Again, an attack that bounces off the shield wall that's been set up by these soldiers, focused, coordinating with each other. This fellow up here tries to once again fire down into the squad, unsure as to whether or not the arrow will even do anything with those shields in the way.
You gotta believe.
What a great army we have.
Well, once again, this guy over here, no luck whatsoever. This guy over here, though, does manage to land a shot. Perhaps the real aim here is the distraction that his friend is providing down there, as he hits for another point of damage.
A point.
Damage is damage.
Damage is damage.
Damage is damage.
Every point matters.
And with that, we will go ahead and... oh, wait, I almost forgot our two fellows off to the north.
And the captain.
And the captain. I haven't forgotten the captain either. Our two fellows off to the north. Say, don't you think it sounds awfully loud over there for just like a normal spar? Oh, nonsense. Surely the boys are just getting rowdy. I don't know. I mean, like, that's a lot of swords all going at once. Perhaps they've started a mock battle or something. Oh, hey, look, there's the town down there. Meanwhile, Captain Ricard, trying to bring himself back to his senses, stumbles inside the building, leaving our battlefield here. There's fight happening. I need you to get out there and do something. Captain Ricard is going to go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh no.
With a natural 7.
Oh,
Yo.
heavens.
He kind
These
of like
soldiers are so
slurs
British.
over his words and like kind of like has to prop himself up against the wall. There are no visible blood, no visible wounds on him, no visible splatter, like nothing to indicate that a fight is happening, other than the fact that there is like noise outside. And they all kind of look at each other and go, "Captain, do you need to go back to bed?" No, I am only Captain Ricard, and I am ordering you to battle. Captain, I think we need to just get you to your quarters. No, this will be fine. This is fine. The troops, a couple of troops, start to walk up to pick him up and carry him up to his room, and as they sort of like put one arm under each, they kind of look out the door where Captain Ricard came from and like, "Wait, blokes, I think we might actually be under attack."
Observe much they are.
And with that, Cindy, you're up. Izzer, you are following.
Cindy will see Tempo fall, and like the sternness intensifies. Not one to lose comrades without trying to fight for them. She'll kind of clutch into her chest and like put forth an opened hand. Well, this isn't going very well. It seems that we're at a disadvantage numbers-wise, but I'm sure I have somebody that can help with that. Oh, Pixel! She will summon her wildfire spirit. Pixel is very synonymous with like your average everyday pixie, a small sprite with glittering wings, except much like Cindy, her body is composed of completely black flames, giving off sparse glow, but ashes fall from those glittering wings, and instead of having a cute and almost innocent looking visage, Pixel's is almost maniacal and terrifying for those that stare too long.
Okay.
She's a friend.
Where are you summoning Pixel?
Pixel will be summoned right here. Oh, let me put my pointer tool. Right here. I'm gonna assume that this is 10 feet from these 3 groups of lovely entourage.
Okay, this is unfortunately a bit of a placeholder image. We are still working on the art for Pixel. But
Imagine this
yeah,
much more
this-
terrifying.
this fiery little spirit of dark flame appears.
We like Pixel. Yeah, I understand. It's not looking very well, but I need your help. If you wouldn't mind, and as she's summoned in that range, anything within 10 feet, when it appears, any creature within 10 feet of her when she appears must make a DC saving throw of 13. As she she erupts into existence from her plane.
Let's go ahead and make sure that folks can see it. Okay, so that is going to get both groups of soldiers and this fellow over here as well.
The casualties of war.
He's a 10-foot radius,
Yeah,
just to be clear.
yeah.
The casualties of war, truly.
Indeed, indeed.
The casualties of war also hit tempo, it appears.
Yes, it is. Timbo, go ahead and have 1 fail on your death saving throws.
Oh, I love
Is
that.
it not?
That's
Is
my
it not
favorite.
hitting tempo because it's not covering his center?
We can do a quick check. No, he's within the 10-foot
there,
range.
There you go. All right, sorry, tempo. I guess you failed.
I'll take
One death save.
One death save or 2 death saves?
It's just one.
One death
It's a
save.
damage.
One failed death save, I should say. And then how much damage is happening here?
It's 2d6.
Okay, roll it for me.
7, a 1, and a 6. And it is fire damage as like a center column of like repeated waves from the center point of where Pixel spawns. Like 3 separate distinct waves emanate from her appearance outward towards this 10-foot diameter.
Just dark flames spreading out. This guy holds up his shield to try and protect himself. Is burned by the flames, falls to the ground, perished.
Okay. That's
And
a kill.
he
That's a
said
kill.
7 damage to each of these groups.
An ally kill.
That's a W.
That's a W. What was this guy doing anyways?
Damage is damage, right?
I mean,
So
just-
that's what you get for being so cocky.
True. Factual.
Damage wise, that's a net win.
It's a net, that damage is damage, they
was
say.
net win.
I don't agree with it, but it's a net win. I can't argue that.
Cindy, in like the heat of the moment, knowing that she's been trained for this, but never really having to deal with like the actual real life application of war and being attacked, realizes her mistake and says, "Oh fuck." Pixel, I'm sorry. You weren't meant to. Anyway, if you could grab Tempo, and Pixel will try to attempt to move 5 feet closer towards Tempo. I'm assuming just one attack of opportunity.
Does Pixel have like physical form, like stats and everything, or
Yeah. Pixel does
Okay.
indeed have a stat block.
so? Then yeah, Pixel is going to take 2 attacks of opportunity actually, and also because she was summoned into the campfire, technically.
She's immune to fire damage.
She is immune to fire. Okay, well, she's still gonna get 2 attacks of opportunity here.
Okay.
And what is her armor class?
13.
13. Okay, both of these gonna take the hits, so she's gonna take a total of 14 points of piercing damage as halberds lash out, lashing at the spirit.
It's messed up. Do they have what's the name of that feature? The one that makes you have 0 movement if you're hit by attack of opportunity.
Sentinel? No,
Yeah.
they don't
Okay.
have Sentinel. So she can still move, assuming she is still alive.
Oh, she's still alive.
Okay.
And I will.
We'll go ahead and turn off that radius as well.
Yeah. Cool. And then you see, despite her being slashed and like, it's kind of like when you put a cup of water on like a campfire, some of it's like extinguished and there's still like the main body of the fire itself, but you can tell that it's dwindled in size. That's definitely going on with Pixel. But she shakes her little tush, and you see that kind of fire and like the heat waves distort more around her as the heat in and of herself intensify. I'm gonna assume Tempo is willing in this situation to be saved, so Pixel and Tempo will teleport 15 feet towards me. You see just a huge amount of heat waves distort what's visibly being able to be seen. It's almost like it's too hard to look at that campfire, and in a poof of black ash, embers and smoke, both Tempo and Pixel dissipate and appear 15 feet closer towards me.
Very cool.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 15 feet.
And then this particular group, which was 5 feet within her when she disappeared, must make another dexterity saving throw, as it leaves behind that same similar 3-pattern columns of black flame waves as she disappears with Tempo.
Okay, if I remember correctly, that's like a DC 13?
Yep.
Okay, they do pass.
Okay. Well, then that is that for... Okay, Cindy will back up towards this door. And that will be my turn.
Okie dokie. And here we go. Izzer, you're up. Tempo, you're next on deck.
Words are gone now. And he takes another, still has that 2-handed grip that he's been using to fend off these groups of soldiers, and he will make another reckless attack. Did I forget to do that with advantage again? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. So, 15?
15 is not quite going to be enough. They are taking more caution with your hammer. What they managed to work together to sort of like push back against the blow.
Okay. Then for my... Let me check and make sure I don't have any other fun things I can do with my bonus action. Fortunately, not seeing anything. So then I guess he's going to move around to maybe move to here and sort of give him another target to hit, if nothing else.
All right. Tempo, you are up.
Well,
Can you roll me a death saving throw, please?
I can. And it's a nat 20!
Oh my god!
Whoa!
Okay.
Heck
Wow, okay.
yes.
So, with a nat 20, that's going to be 2 immediate passes here. Well done. Getting close to
Yippee!
Let's go.
stabilizing. However, as you are still unconscious and bleeding out on the ground, we will go ahead and move on to our next turn. Eden, you will be up next for the player side of things, followed by Ian. But next, it's time for some soldiers. Oh, right, we had already moved away from Eden, who is currently unconscious. And the soldiers themselves are not currently in the scene. General Fabul, yeah, I can kind of just remove all of you from initiative real quick here. Because Eden's not going to be coming to anytime soon.
In that case, I shall die for the day. Belle can still run though.
So,
Bell
Ian, as you had previously mentioned, you are heading for the window.
Yes, and so from this point on, now that I have Detect Magic active, I'm going to be scanning the room simultaneously while sprinting, so I'll be doing my 70 feet of movement each turn to cover as much difference as possible, and I'll be looking at my watch and if I can, simultaneously trying to like do mental math and calculate like optimally where like the keep would be, or like some kind of secure room, or like some kind of royalty chambers would be the location in this building. But first I want to see what the situation is like outside. So that's like the most important thing.
Absolutely.
So I want to get to the window and look outside and see what's going on.
Cool. You poke your head out. You see the window. Part of your view is a little bit obscured by the tower, but you see enough that you can see more of those enemy soldiers from earlier starting to just pour out of the holes in the walls. The smoke finally settling, as you can see, just the that jagged opening has been carved into the wall by some sort of explosive device. Which allowed all of these soldiers to enter freely without having to siege their way through the main gates.
After surveying the carnage of outside and seeing that the party seems to still be in one piece, more or less, he's going to talk to himself as he runs away from the window and back into the hallway, and he's going to talk to himself and say, "Oh, well, thank you for holding and gathering me more time, guys. I really appreciate it." And he's gonna just run down the hallway to the next room while scanning with Detect Magic. He will prioritize going up in elevation, though.
Okay. So with Detect Magic, you active, you run to the window, you see that, you use your movement to run all the way back across the room, you move. You have just enough of your actions as you pass by along sort of the upper floor. You look down and you see the soldiers like finally starting to like stir and draw to attention, like as if something is really happening. You enter the second room. This one appears. I'm trying to remember if you entered this one earlier or not. But this one appears to be the room of some sort of high-ranking military man. You see bottles are just strewn across the floor everywhere. The place smells like it hasn't been cleaned in potentially months. And you also see what looks like a figure in a long red cloak, rummaging through the shelves, tossing books off of them. The figure whips around as you open the door, and they're wearing a stark white mask with the imagery of a wolf's face carved into it.
So I opened the door on them, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, okay. Be like, "Oh, pardon me, occupied." Try to close the door. Don't mind me.
Excellent. You close the door and try to continue on your way. We'll see how well that goes in a bit.
What?
It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys have seen that one scene of like from Batman animated series where like there's like and he walks into a room and like he sees Batman standing there. He was looking through some drawers and then he just leaves and doesn't say anything. Kind of that.
Did you see anything? Nah.
Nah.
That's insane.
You don't get paid enough to fight Batman. All right.
I'm not trying to waste any time here. I am trying to escape what seems to increasingly be like certain death.
Just a little
Good luck
bit.
with that. Good luck with that. Continuing right along, we have our soldiers here. Our Oncorian hit squads, if you will. Continuing the attack. Izzer, as you have presented yourself as the biggest threat, I am going to target you first.
If he's not gonna get home, he's not gonna get home.
True.
The first attack
Really
is going
true.
to be a critical hit. God, how many nat 20s have I rolled today? It's a little scary. I never roll this well. That's going to be 24 points of slashing damage, which is halved to 12.
Izzer can tank this, I believe it.
Possibly. Next attack is also going to hit. That's going to deal 15 points of slashing damage. We'll go ahead and have that to 7. Third attack misses. Fourth attack, that's going to be a hit for another 12 points of slashing damage, halved to 6. Holy cow, Izzer is still standing.
Let's
What a
go.
tank.
And that
There's
is
definitely
when
not another platoon or
the
anything.
second platoon attack. Miss. Second attack.
Incoming 4 now.
That's going to be a 20 to hit. That'll do 14 points of piercing damage. We'll have that to 7.
Izzer's down.
Izzer's down. Izzer is you are no longer raging, and you are currently bleeding out on the ground. They carefully step around your body, not entirely sure if you're just gonna magically get back up again. They'll go after the soldier. Who, unlike you, has no such resistances through sheer focus and determination. Behind you, next to you, a soldier collapses, a halberd thrust through his chest. Things are starting to look grim. On the other side, no longer hampered by this soldier here, these soldiers begin to move forward. Does that provoke an attack of opportunity from Pixel? Does Pixel have?
It doesn't state so I'm going to assume no. Technically speaking,
Okay.
Pixel can only take the dodge action unless I command her to do something.
Okay. This group of Oncorian soldiers enters the premises and
premises.
vanishes. Ian, you look down as a group of Oncorian soldiers enter into the hall, and suddenly panic erupts, noise everywhere as soldiers who were taking their time resting, relaxing, having fun with each other are now suddenly realizing we're under attack and the enemy is in our mess hall. You don't see many, if any of them, like dressed to fight. These are people who are dressed to relax in their civvies. A few of them carry weapons or armor with them. Some of them they're still putting up a fight, of course. You see them start to pick up just objects around them. One of them flips a table over to try and use as cover. But you get the feeling that the battle is moving towards your position.
Already pretty high sense of urgency. If anything, just a little bit more dopamine going through. It's not my turn, right? Yeah.
Nope, not yet. All right. Let's see what I have left. I have some soldiers. Not a lot. I have 2 soldiers left on the field. They will attempt to muster some sort of defense. Yeah, the first shot, ping, bounces off the armor. Over here, this guy loads his crossbow and will go ahead and take a shot. Huh. We have a marksman over here. Does go ahead and fire a shot down at these folks. Arrow punches past the defenses. He sees the oncoming troops headed his way and decides, I'm going to back up. Try and just give himself as much space as possible. Cindy, you're up.
Yeah.
Tempo is down. Izzer is down. Ian has fled the scene. The Princeps is nowhere to be seen. Soldiers are swarming the courtyard. What are you gonna do?
To panic, of course. Okay. It's hero time. Sometimes you just have to do things yourself, I guess. Cindy is going to look into Pixel's blackened eyes, as dark as the night, and they kind of have like a moment of recognition. They practiced this maneuver before. This is something that they needed to only use in dire situations because it's terrifying as hell. And Cindy would like steel herself and like get into a sprinter's crouch. She's like on all fours and just books it towards Tempo, slaps him on the chest, snaps her other finger. She's casting Cure Wounds on Touch on Tempo, and at the same time, Pixel, Tempo, and Cindy are going to teleport 15 feet towards this doorway over here.
15 feet. Let's see. This little bit right here, that's a window. It is further up on the keep, actually.
Oh.
Like
cool.
it is on the second floor.
How high up is the ceiling or the top of this, would you say?
I would say it's probably about 10 feet up.
10 feet. Cool. Well, then we will go to the wall and pray that we all don't die in the next turn.
Excellent. All 3 of you?
Yes.
Cool.
Let me cast my Cure Wounds. You heal for 6 Tempo if you are able to be healed.
Yep, Tempo is able to be healed. He'll go ahead and be stabilized. You regain 6 hit points.
And I do believe this party was within 10 feet of, or 5 feet of Little Miss Pixel, so they need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes, they were. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. DC 13. They are going to pass.
Okay.
Blah 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 blah.
And the entire time, she's not only praying that this works, but like Cindy's desperately like, fairy godmother, Loren, I don't think I'm going to be alive for much longer. Just wanted to let you know, love, Cindy. Toodles.
Are you calling for help from your fairy godmother?
No, she's just like paging her right now, just sending her little beeper, to her beeper machine, and if she gets the message, it's fine. If not, it's not that desperate. Not yet.
It's just an FYI.
Just hey, just in case you
So
did,
you know.
here's a memo.
Just in
Might not
case.
be able to make it to tea time because I might be dead. So yeah.
Don't worry about me. It's good.
All right.
Lasted.
Izzer, I need you to make me a death saving throw. Tempo, you're up next.
Right.
There's a DC 1d20. That is going to be one fail.
Aye.
All right.
You get fails off the
Tempo,
board.
you have
Nothing
been
comes up.
freshly revived by Cindy. Her and a dark-looking fire spirit stand next to you as the courtyard is just swarmed by enemy troops.
Hello.
All right. I'll just gonna get up on one knee, get up on one foot, stand myself up, use half my movement to do that. It looks dire, Cindy.
Yeah, it's not looking too good, is it? I can maybe get us to the top of the building if I can stay awake.
Then we'll keep you awake. And I will, with that little bit of information in mind, I'm going to go ahead and cast. Oh. Okay, let me read this spell to double check, to make sure that it works the way I think it does.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, so, Joan, I have a question.
I have an answer.
So, Sanctuary is a bonus action. More importantly, its duration is 1 minute, no concentration. Because it has no concentration, and because it lasts a minute, do I need to be conscious for the spell to continue?
I would say no. You do not need to be conscious for Sanctuary to maintain it. The spell maintains itself for a period of 1 minute.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Sanctuary using another first level spell slot. I'm just going to send it out into chat as well. Cast it on Cindy, and in my mind, kind of like, Gaunt, please protect her. And we'll kind of like swirl around on metronome, creating another clock-like, foggy illusion. That kind of like the illusion kind of like appears over our heads and kind of like comes down and kind of like a puff of smoke. And I will stand in front of Cindy, like so. And I will take the dodge action and just kind of like yelling at all the soldiers in front of me, like, "Come on! Fight me!"
Oh no.
Ooh. Damn.
All right,
I
taking
kinda
some
wanna
crazy.
fight him.
I like just kind of like the blood's still kind of like on the body, but all of the wounds have been kind of like singed closed because of Cindy. And I'll just kind of like try to menace the soldiers to attack me instead of Cindy.
All right. So we'll use your action to do a dodge action, and then let's call this. No, use your bonus action. Okay, so I can't let you have a free taunt either. But yeah, So you rise from the ground, recognize the situation, do the best you can to protect Cindy, and maybe you go down, but at least you save one person, maybe.
That's the idea. And that's all I got for my turn.
Ian, back inside, you hear chaos erupting from below as the soldiers desperately try to prepare themselves to be ready. Their enemies, however, are armed and armored and prepared to fight. Things are likely not going to end well for them. The door remains closed behind you as you continue sprinting down the hallway. There is a third door that you can enter before you head up towards the stairs that lead upward. Are you checking that room as well?
I'm gonna skip that room. I'm gonna go up.
Okay.
I'm gonna start balancing urgency of getting away from the fight to searching for an escape.
Okay. You skip the third room, and then you come out.
Dang it, that was the teleporter room. Oh, shucks.
On top of the roof.
Oh, wow. This is not as tall as I thought it was.
You've been sprinting with all of your speed. So that's action. You still have bonus action and movement if you would like to.
There's nothing up here, is there? Like any people or things? Like what's up here?
Nothing currently.
Okay.
You.
No. I'm gonna go back down and check that third room then.
Excellent. You go back down. We will go ahead and leave you be as you end your turn. Cindy will be the next player with an action, but first, we got to see what happens. Good luck and Godspeed. First of all, a second set of troops enters into the hall. You hear the fight beginning to break out as soldiers clash with soldiers. It doesn't sound good, to put it mildly. Another group of soldiers walks forward, clearly intent on hitting Cindy. But there's this annoying little critter in the way. What is Pixel's armor class? That's one I didn't get to write down.
Yeah, no problem. It is 13.
13. Okay, well then this one's going to go ahead and be a hit.
Oh.
Pixel will take another 14 points of piercing damage.
Pixel disappears. She doesn't explode yet. That's later, but she disappears. She dissipates.
Fades away. And the soldiers march forward. Second attack.
Wisdom saving throw, right?
Wisdom saving throw. Good catch. Good catch. That is gonna be a 2.
Cool. They've got to hit
Choose
the
a new
next available target.
Or lose the attack and
Lose the
spell.
attack.
Hi, Tempo. You're
Yep.
right here.
I sure am.
This attack is made with disadvantage.
What are you gonna do, huh? Hit me?
Yes, actually, I think they are.
Damn.
Yeah, the Shield of Faith was ended earlier when you passed out, so that is going to be a hit, just barely. Go ahead and take 13 points of piercing
but
damage.
Oh.
Your
All
death
right.
saves reset, right?
Yes, they did.
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
So, Tempo, you go from dodging to dying as one of the halberds finds its way into your side.
Oh, I was made with disadvantage too. Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. 14 AC is still not going to get me that far, but, a crocodile can dream.
And then the next attack will be at
the
Cindy.
crocodile.
Here we go.
So
And this is any attack at all, right? Yeah. Any attack at all.
So if they fail the wisdom save, do they have to hit Tempo again to give him a death?
I mean, they certainly could.
I am
Um,
technically still a creature. I am
You
still
are
con-
technically still a
I'm
creature
still-
within their range.
I'm still alive.
So that is a failed wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Oh boy.
So,
Oh boy.
Tempo, you are prone, so this
What are you gonna
attack
do?
has
Hit me!
advantage against you. Gain an additional, gain a failed save.
Okay.
One failed save. And then one additional wisdom saving throw. That is also going to be a failure, so they're going to direct that into Tempo. They have advantage on the attack because you are prone. I'm so
What are you gonna do?
sorry.
No, you're not. We chose
One more and
we
Tempo is
chose,
dead.
we chose the time loop. We chose
You-
the time loop story.
You chose that story. Okay. So Tempo, you take another failed save.
All right.
One more and he's dead.
Things are not
Appreciate
looking.
the reminder.
You're welcome.
So over here, these soldiers are going to begin marching forward.
Attack of opportunity. Oh.
Join the fray.
Too soon.
There's
Nope,
no X, there's no
I'm
X
already
there.
down.
There's no X there. We're not flip to the side.
Well, fine. I will flip myself. Oh, I
That's okay.
can't.
I
I don't know
assume
if I
we'll be
can.
flipped to the side.
All right, we're gonna try this again. We've got 4 attempts here.
You can't.
Oh.
You can't.
I'm
hit this.
sorry, Tempo. Let's see. The save DC is 11. That one's a pass. So,
Hit me.
this one will target you. That is gonna be a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Another wisdom saving throw. That one's a failure. So, an attack with advantage against the fallen
Bye, Tempo. Bye.
That's a critical hit.
Oh, good.
So,
Just.
as the soldiers march forward, swinging at Cindy, she dodges, she ducks, she weaves, the sanctuary protecting her, keeping her alive. But their spears continue to slide off, and each time one pierces into you, protecting Cindy at the cost of your life. Any final words, Tempo?
I think Tempo, in that moment of that last piercing attack, would open their eyes and would see kind of like the faint flicker and image of Gaunt, like redirecting some of these attacks against Cindy, and would just kind of like whisper out a thank you.
I am now removing Tempo from the initiative. It is still their turn.
Well, Tomio, it's been nice playing with you.
Your next character is gonna be so cool.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
might as well get started on him right now.
I got time.
Pull out my orc monk.
Let's go.
I'm gonna play the Barbarian. I always wanted to play.
I mean, you got time. You got time to come back up.
Things aren't good. Things are not good. Of the 2 remaining soldiers, this one continues to fall back,
There's
Oh,
2 on the
nice,
back
nice.
wall as well.
recognizing...
Yeah, but they're
not
they're
doing
ignoring
anything, bro.
everything.
Yeah. They've decided
Let's not
this
forget the
isn't
2
real.
on the back wall, though. They might have some
They're
useful insight here. Fires a
yeah.
crossbow. That is actually going to hit So an arrow finds its way into the group pursuing him, slipping past the shields, but not enough to bring it down. His fellow also draws a crossbow and fires. With significantly less success. Why is it that I'm always missing when I'm using this guy? It's wild. Well, anyway. Cindy, you're
Yeah.
up. Izzer's on deck.
Do I know?
Do you
Is
know
it,
that
is it
he's
visible
gone?
that Tempo's gone?
There is no light in his eyes, and the multiple wounds perforating his body suggest that he is no longer among the living.
Alright. Now you done made me mad. No, I'm still calm. You see, like, the attempted calm, cool, collected visage of Cindy, like, very fiercely turned to one of extreme, almost rage, if only she were a barbarian in this instance. But her eyes, the heat that she tries to keep at bay has effectively been unleashed, and she's not holding back any of her power anymore. She screams in anguish, but for a moment, and it's only in sheer exertion and slight panic, almost like a cry out for help. In tandem with the scream, she is praying to Lauren for any sort of guidance in the situation. And the only friend that she can turn to right now in the situation is Pixel, because she can bring her back one more time, and we're bringing Pixel back.
Bring
Let's
Pixel
go.
back.
We're summoning it right on my damn head.
Summon Pixel right on top of yourself. Okay, here she is. And I believe we have to account for, first of all, that 10-foot radius explosion.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to catch 2.
Yeah, luckily I'm immune to this. So yeah, please give me a DC 13 Dex saving throw, please.
Dex saving throw. You've got it.
Luckily, Tempo's already dead, so I don't have to
Doors are on
apologize
fire.
for this one. I catch the doors on fire. Oh
All
my
right.
God,
Both
you're
of
grayed
them-
out. Oh no.
Both of them do fail, and Tempo, who cannot defend himself, also fails.
Tempo, you toast. Get toasted. 2d6. We'll do a little roly. 9 points of fire damage this time. Thank you,
9
Dice,
points
for
of
helping
fire
tell the
damage.
story. And she almost like at the top of what her lungs can command. His spirit smolders, but I shall coax ablaze anew. She'll look to Pixel, and once again, they will Banff teleport to the top of this building.
You teleport.
They need to make another DC saving throw.
What spell is this?
This is wild shape, but because I'm a wildfire druid, I get to summon a little creature instead.
No, I mean like the teleport.
Oh, that's just fiery teleportation. It's either that or I throw I throw a flaming seed.
I'm not hearing Jared.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh,
Yeah,
I can hear him.
I can
Oh,
hear.
okay. Yeah, so I either
They
have
might
flame
be-
seed, in which I can make a ranged attack with Pixel, or fiery teleportation.
I'm not hearing anybody, but I heard Trevor a moment ago.
Okay, sounds like we're having some tech issues on Patch's side. You want to go ahead and see if you can reset and rejoin us? Reset the there we go, that connection. Okay. So they're going to go ahead and work on that. So yeah, you teleport yourself to the top of the building.
I need these two groups to make a DC 13 dex save as well.
DC 13. Both of them, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And tempo, but yeah,
DC 13.
Thanks for thinking of me.
of course. Actually, no, I take tempo with. What am I saying? Hello?
Oh,
Why wouldn't I do that? Yeah, Tempo, come on up here.
His charred remains.
She remembered.
The charred remains of Tempo. I mean,
This is so
technically, you
sad.
teleport 15 feet up, and then like he was below. He was 5 feet below
So
you,
he just
he
drops
kinda,
back down.
floats up
No.
and immediately plummets.
Well, hey, I tried.
It
Okay.
was an attempt.
It was a valiant effort.
Even if I couldn't make the save, my body just kind of flops back on the ground on fire. If Temple would have liked a cremation, and like this is not the worst thing to happen.
Your
so,
body is engulfed in black flame.
Oh, it's even cool flame. Only highlights.
Izzer, it is now.
Oh, did they pass? Sorry.
They both passed. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Izzer, it is now your turn. Can you
I'm
please
gonna
make
move
me
here.
a death saving throw? That is a second failure.
Ay caramba.
Ian, it is now your turn. You are standing on the roof. You see there's a burst of flame, and you see that healer woman from earlier appear on the roof. There seems to be almost like a protective golden glow about her person as she is assisted by a small spirit-looking creature who seems to be entirely made of like dark fire. You
She
also
just
catch
appeared.
sight of something else that teleported up with her that suddenly falls back down to the ground. Probably not important.
Well, he'll probably just get startled for a second, but he was heading back down the stairs. So he's gonna like give her a glance and continue down the stairs without even saying anything.
Do you make a noise when you're startled?
That's it.
Cindy like snaps her neck around like a 360. You!
Yes, me. Hi.
There are comrades dying down there, and you're up here doing what?
I'm searching for a way to save us all. Or
You're
at least,
entirely too late.
well, I am trying to help in my own way, and I'm gonna try to go down the stairs now.
I mean, I don't think anyone has anything they could do to stop you. So yeah, you go ahead and you head back down the stairs. You descend into the madness that has become the inner sanctum. You see the soldiers continuing to march forward as the Persian forces are tossed aside. You see blood strewn about as the soldiers in armor with weapons raised continue to march through. It's not really much of a fight that's being put up.
And to be clear, that's happening on the ground floor. I'm on the
Ground
second
floor, yes.
Okay, which is 2 above. Okay.
The roof is the top floor. So there are 3 floors: ground floor, second floor, roof.
Okay, there's 2 floors in this building. Copy. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that 3rd room.
Cool. You enter into the 3rd room. You find yourself in what looks like a series of a few beds have been set up, about 4 of them. In there, you see a young lady in sort of like a maid's dress and her hair tied up in a bun. What in the world? What are you doing in here?
There's a battle going on outside. Hide.
Oh, well, and she turns and hides underneath one of the beds, that best option she really has available.
Okay.
Aren't you
I'm
going to
gonna-
hide yourself?
I'm searching for something. Powerful magical artifact. Are you aware of any such thing existing within this fortress?
Why would we keep something like that here? Something like that would be kept at the king. Wouldn't the king keep it somewhere at the royal castle or something? Or perhaps at the wizard's tower? Why would they keep something like that here?
Where is this wizard's tower you're talking of?
It's all the way back in the capital.
Oh.
What were you expecting to find here?
I don't know. Something. I'm starting to kind of give up hope. There's a lot of people dying downstairs. There's some people that I should have probably helped in retrospect, but you know, we are where we are now. What are you doing here? Can I help?
Hide. What are you?
Hide?
If
Huh?
people are out there attacking us, why are you standing there in the doorway talking to me? Why are you not worried? Hide.
Oh, I'm worried. I'm trying to find a way out. Oh, God. Frickin' intern, I swear, if I get back. Okay. I'm gonna look out this window, too, and see, like, does this window overlook the walls of the fortress or the keep?
It does. It is little, because it is the last one, it is further towards the back. You can't see the action from out there, but you can sort of hear, like, the muffled... Most of the fighting at this point is taking place behind you through the door that you left open behind you.
Okay.
Also, can you make me a insight check?
Certainly.
Yo.
Insight.
Yo.
It's a
That's
natural 20.
nat 20.
Let's go!
Beauty.
All right. You look at this woman as you turn back towards the room, and you realize something. You were so focused on your goal here, on trying to find something, that this woman seems awfully familiar to you. You look down and you see almost the face of your ex-wife looking back at you.
What? Megan? Is that
Who's
you?
Megan?
I'm sorry. I'm confused. I need to.
Are you going to
Quiet.
hide? If they're going to come after
Quiet.
us, then
Shut up! Stop it! Just, I'm gonna use the spell command on her, and I'm gonna tell her fortify, and point at the door.
she, that spell does have a
It's a
saving throw,
14.
wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw 14.
Wisdom saving throw. What's the DC?
14.
14. All right. The magic settles over her, and you see in her eyes a fury as she looks at you. But she stands up. She closes the door, and she swings down a wooden bar.
Okay, I need to think. I need time. God. I am going to just scramble about in the room, like tearing things apart, trying to find something, anything that I could use, or that has any inkling of magic in it, and I'm going to try to like hold it to my watch and press it up against it if I find anything
You
of that nature.
have detect magic on as you run about this room like a madman. This woman, the spell having worn off of her, continues to look at you in fury. Like, what are you expecting? What you think you? What are you trying to make the room look like it's already been ransacked? You think they won't know that already?
No, I'm trying to find something, anything, to save myself. I need to get out of here. I don't belong here. I'm not supposed to be here in the first
Of
place.
course you don't belong here. You're in the women's quarters.
Does that matter right now? You hear the
Yes,
dogs barking outside? Like, there's soldiers attacking. Like, I don't give a shit. You shouldn't either. Just hide. Be quiet. You look like my ex. I feel like fate is torturing me right now. Just stop it. I'm stressed. I can't handle this. God damn.
We're gonna cut away from Ian for a bit. Maybe take a little time to cool things off a bit. As
Longest
the
6
squad,
seconds ever.
continues.
It's a crazy 6 seconds, dude.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to cut
insane.
away at any time. I was like,
another squad enters into the building to reinforce the others. This squad, tired of seeing their allies shot, are going to return fire up on this guy. From the back, 2 of them, they shift their stance, 2 at the front with their shields up, 2 in the back, bows drawn, they fire. And a second shot. The second one is going to hit. The arrow embeds into the soldier. It doesn't look like he's taken too much damage, but things are certainly looking grim as they continue to march forward. And you know what? They're gonna use their action to dash. Another group of troops enters, and the others begin to form a perimeter around the outside. The message seems clear. Nobody leaves alive. The soldiers continue to put up their best. Arrows fly about. Izzer, I need you to make me one more death saving throw, please.
Will do.
Izzer, bleeding out on the battlefield, you watch as soldiers fall around you, as the Ankorians march into the hall, and your vision fades to black. Ian, trapped as you are, in the room, you and the strange woman, the woman who looks so familiar, argue with each other as pounding begins on the door. Open up! Open up!
hide again. We don't know who this is. Just come out the window. Jump out the window with me.
Jump out the window?
I don't know. Climb.
This is the first floor. You think we're gonna just climb down a sheer rock wall? What are you thinking? And the door splinters open.
I'm gonna run
Cindy.
sprint to the window, and I'm gonna use Misty Step to go to the castle wall next to me, adjacent.
All right. You teleport over, through the air. Your Misty Step carries you. How far is the reach on Misty Step?
30 feet.
30 feet. That is not far enough.
Oh, I thought
So
we
you
were
teleport
going
yourself
to-
30 feet through the air, flying through the sky, reaching for the wall. I'll let you make a, we'll call this a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
A 19. Yeah, that'll work. You grab a hold of the wall, just barely managing to hold on as you dangle across it. We'll go ahead and put you back on the map here for a brief moment. You barely manage to grab a hold. You turn around to look where you came from to see if anyone is following you. You see the woman. She looks forward. She reaches out to you and a blade pierces through her and she collapses over the edge of the window as the faces of the Ankorian soldiers look out at you. Cindy, up on top of the building, you see that hope has faded and the spell around you will soon fade as well as the soldiers swarm the building.
Sick. Lorand, so my earlier message, I didn't quite articulate the danger that I'm in. I'm about to die, so if you can send help, awesome. If not, it was nice knowing you, I guess.
We'll call this an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Go ahead and give me...
I'm not good at Arcana.
You send out a message, hoping against hope, praying against the impossibility that someone will come. But nobody came.
Nobody came.
As soldiers begin to march up the stairs. We cut forward about an hour away from the rest of our heroes here. And we rejoin Princeps Eden as they groggily come to.
Oh, golly goodness.
You are being dragged along between two Ankorian soldiers. Standing nearby is General Fabul. So good of you to awake, Princeps. Come, let us enter my fortress. The doors part ways, and you see the carnage around. Persian soldiers collapsed on the ground. You look off, you see some sort, what looks to be the charred remains of one of the blacksmiths. For just a moment, you feel your heart clench a little bit, and you realize, no, it's not him. And there, in the pile, his smith's hammer still in his hands, you see Izzer. Or what remains of him. It seems he fought to his last.
Don't you think this violence is quite cruel, General?
It is what I must do. Come.
What?
I need you for one more. He walks you in and starts searching for something. Did you find the door? No, not yet, sir. Keep looking. At any rate, tell me, little Princeps, what did you stand to gain from defying me?
Gain? It's nothing to gain. It's duty, it's honor, it's what I was bound to do.
Duty, honor, they just get in the way. It's best
You're
you
not doing this for
discard those
honor?
ridiculous ideals. No, I'm doing it for my people.
Your people.
My people, who have been left to starve out in the waste, surrounded by the enemies who should be their allies. You think I enjoy fighting off the other clans of the Encore Empire? You think I enjoy having danger on my doorstep at every waking moment? So I will do what I must to give my people the lives they deserve. If that means your kingdom has to fall, so be it.
Do what you must, I suppose. And I will do what I must.
Next to him, a figure descends in a red cloak. A white mask covers their face, etched with the carving and painting of what looks to be the face of a wolf. They ascend next to him. Wolf? Did you find it? The figure nods. They reach into a pouch and hand over what looks to be a rolled up scroll. He pulls it open and... Excellent. Rolls it back up, stores it away. We don't need you awake for this. Whack! And the world goes dark.
So cool.
It is a bright and sunny morning at the Unfallen Fortress. The sunlight comes in through the light of your windows and settles upon the head of one young Princeps. With their silver hair, the sunlight shines in. You're warm and comfortable and safe in your nice, warm bed. Good morning. Eden, you awake in your bed, not an injury on you. Belle is curled up at your feet, just as she was that morning. Was this all a dream? Or did something stranger occur? For that felt awfully real.
Good morning. I had a terrible nightmare. Oh, Belle, it was truly terrible. I don't even know where to begin.
Belle clambers up the bed and nuzzles up into you.
I wish nothing like that would ever happen again. I don't even
There's
know.
a knock at the door.
Come in.
The door opens up, and it's that young maid that you remember seeing the previous morning. Her dark hair cut short, and in her uniform as she approaches. Good morning, Your Highness. I came to assist you with your morning preparations, and I have a message for you.
A message?
Yes, I was supposed to take it to Captain Ricard, but he's, well, you know how he is.
Yes.
Are you all right, Your Highness?
I had the strangest nightmare, and it feels like it's starting all over again. I don't understand. Give me the message. Let me read it.
Yes, Your Highness. And she hands over the letter. You open it up. It's identical to the one in your dream. The letter from General Fabul inviting the leader of Fort Persis-Vyranz to come down and meet him. A request for parley.
Start, like, sobbing. Just gonna start sobbing.
Your Highness, are you? Why are you crying?
Because this is, you're not going to believe me. This is exactly what I dreamed, and if it is to be true, that this is to happen, like my dream played out. This is. I don't even know what's going to happen, but I nearly died. And Belle, and there was troops, and they were coming to the castle, to the fortress, and they wanted to kill us.
That's you. I mean, I suppose there is an enemy encampment out there, but
what?
There's, you know, it's just a camp sitting down there, just on Chlorines, you know how they are. They're sitting down there, keeping watch, hoping we might, you know, show a sign of weakness. But it's the Unfallen Fortress. It's never fallen before. I think Your Highness might be feeling a little under the weather. Should I get the priestess?
No, I don't need the priestess. We need to ready for battle, if anything else.
Battle? What are you?
Get me ready. I need armor, anything, just...
Very well, Your Highness. I shall we get you dressed and head you to the battlements?
Yes, I will talk with the others once we're ready.
All right. She starts getting you prepared. for the day to lead to the armory. Tempo, Izzer, clang, clang, clang. You know this. You've worked on this exact blade. You finished this exact blade. And then the world went to crap around you as the soldiers came in. Why does this all feel so familiar, like a bad dream? The two of you immediately sort of like understand. Both of you pause as you take a moment to realize, hold on, something that I've seen this before. I know this before.
Izzer is not going to take that much time to in confusion. As soon as he starts remembering, he's going to finish the blade. It needed one last strike. He's going to put it in the oil to cool, and he's going to take off like a shot towards the tower. And he's going to shout over his shoulder, "She was poisoned by her tea."
Tempo kind of like just puts down the weapon, puts down the tool, and just, premonitions. Take care of the priestess. I'll be back. And I am going to wherever I think Cindy's quarters are, I'm going to run that direction. Like, not necessarily run off the bat, but like seeing Patch go, then like walking, then jogging, then sprinting.
Yeah, Izzer just sets down the weapon, just books it off into the fortress. Tempo, you start walking towards Cindy's room. To get into there, you would have to get to the healer's room. You would have to enter the fortress, and as you walk towards there, you see that there's some soldiers out going about their sparring match, business as usual. And you see Cindy. Cindy, you are standing there on the sidelines, and things feel oddly similar. There's a swing of a sword. Francesca goes down again. It's the same wound in the same spot.
Mm-hmm. Go through the motions, but like the boredom of having to go through the motions quickly fades with the familiarity. Not because she's done this type of thing before, but because she's done this exact thing before. And that realization like completely focuses her and instantly recognizes Tomio, or not Tomio, Tempo sprinting towards Cindy. It's been the weirdest morning.
How much detail do you remember of your last dream?
I remember, well, I hate to say it, but I may have killed you. I think you are already dead in my dream. I tried to save you. I tried to save as many as I could, and I couldn't. And then I remember a strange individual wearing blue and me being incredibly angry with them. And then I don't remember anything else.
Cindy, look at me. I want you to
Yes?
say their name of this blue mysterious figure on 3. If we say the same name,
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain I'm not going to like the answer. 1, 2, 3.
Justine.
Justine. My God, you remember more than I do. Oh no.
Did something in the last night's meal, or
This can't be it.
Pardon me. Is it you okay?
Francesca?
Justine?
She like grips her by the shoulders. You
Yes.
need to run immediately.
Run! Where did I get in
Leave.
trouble?
Go
Did I earn
home.
maps?
Anywhere but here. Anyone but here.
No, Francesca, please. Cindy is concerned for your health, but I am too, and I need you to go to our Captain Ricard, wake him from his stupor that I know he's stirring in his office. Cindy, do you think we can run a short drill? And like I'll emphasize the word drill. It's like maybe we can run a short drill amongst the soldiers, the preparations and such.
I think I know the protocol, but I have to wait for Eden for that, for the official call.
Yeah, you would need someone with more enough authority. I am
Then
not.
I will send word. If you see Ian, tell him he better stay with the group.
Who is this Justine person?
None of your concern. Just find the captain. Wake him.
Okay, this is important. She kind of her gaze
Oh,
lasts a
don't
little bit
stand
longer.
near
If she's
that
looking at
wall
Cindy.
either.
Is that the wall over there? She
Do
points
not
over
stand
to the
there.
wall.
Do not stand there for the
No.
rest of the day. Do not stand anywhere near there.
By the gods, remain away from those walls as far as possible.
Are the two of you okay? You seem very. Should we get Priestess Tani?
Feeling fine comparatively.
We're fine for now. As long as
We
you
are
do
good.
as you're told.
And you
hopefully
stay away
Everyone will be fine.
from that wall.
Do not go to that wall.
Do not go to that
I
wall.
swear to you.
Anywhere
do it.
close.
I understand what you're saying. I'm not going to go to the wall. Okay.
Great.
She kind of like her gaze lingers a little bit longer on you, Cindy, and then she turns and runs off into the building, presumably to go talk to the captain.
I would like to turn to Cindy before I go to Eden, kind of like hand on shoulder. From my perspective, you did your damnedest to save me, and I appreciate it.
I also dropped you like 10 feet onto the ground. I'm so sorry.
That is totally fine. From my omniscient view of God's grace,
Tempo.
you did your best,
Tempo.
and that's what matters.
Are we gonna die?
We can do our best to stop it. And if you see that Justine feller, make sure he sticks with us like honey. And I'm gonna find Eden.
We cut to the underground chamber, and Ian, you sneeze as you walk out of the dusty hallway closet in that you remember walking out of just this morning in the same outfit you wear now.
The bard's clothes. What? Where? I'm gonna check my magic watch and see what time it is.
It's the exact same time you did it last time, according to your dreams, perhaps?
No, this some kind of... Did my coming here create some kind of time loop? Oh, I'm gonna like pull out a notepad that I have like in my back pouch and like put some calculations on a piece of paper and like think to myself for a moment. I don't know if I need to roll for that or something, but I just see. No, it's impossible. What?
You just write 2 + 2 = 4.
I mean, like, if
The math checks out. I don't know.
you really want to, like, I'll let you roll it. We'll call it an Arcana check if you really want to roll it.
Let's do
but
it.
like, I am fairly certain that you can assume that the time machine, as far as all of your knowledge and testing has gone, as far as you're aware, is not capable of causing time to loop like that.
Yeah.
Time still continues to move forward in a straight line. So what's going on here?
Yeah, I got a 24, and so considering that what you just said is the case,
Yeah.
I can't think of any way that my coming here has caused this. So I still have the same mission as before, but now I need to be more careful. I'm laboring under the assumption that I'm the only person that has been brought back to this point for some reason. And so until that is proven otherwise, I'm going to proceed as I did before and disguise myself and attempt to find a way to get myself back in time. But failing that, I actually want to try to go into the castle walls and find the devices that blew up before, because with my knowledge, I may be able to potentially disarm them.
All right. So you go ahead and you walk out of the area. where you have kept your things, so to speak. You walk out through, presumably travel along the cellars and climb yourself up into the castle. As you do, you see first like a very tall, muscular man just kind of bolt up the stairs, heading through a door on the far side. That as it swings open behind him, you see some stairs, a spiral staircase sort of like leading upwards. You only catch sort of the opening of it, but presumably there's something up there. You see kind of a lot of troops going about their day. Shortly after, there's this, it looks like a knight with sort of like this short blonde hair tied back, freckles, comes running past, muttering something under her breath. You hear something about that damn drunkard under her breath as she storms up the stairs.
Okay. I'm going to try to ascertain where the entrance to the castle walls is, and try to remain unspotted by anyone as before. So I'd roll stealth potentially for that. I'm going to also start while I'm walking. If no one's in my immediate vicinity, if no one can see me, I'm going to pull out my watch and, utilizing a mixture of prestidigitation as well as magical tinkering, create a 3D model of the fortress as far as I know it, and start editing it and adding on to it so I can keep track of where things are.
Okay. It's a little hard to be stealthy while you're like actively working on something. So if you are going to stealth, I'm going to say that's at disadvantage. Because you are splitting your focus and creating like a flashy visual object.
Okay. Because I'm in the middle of, am I in the courtyard now? Like kind of in the open?
You would be going out into the courtyard, yes, in order to get an idea as to what all is going on there.
Okay, I would probably focus on the stealth then, before I did the trick with my watch.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check then.
Okay. Man, I should have taken stealth.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. So I
Yo.
Wow, I'm getting lucky this session. Jeez.
Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, you slip out and do your best to sort of not be a presence. Try to not be noticed as you slip out and start walking around, heading towards the walls. Looks like most folks are fairly well distracted. Although you do see a what looks like a man the size of a lizard. He looks awfully familiar for some reason. Like he appeared in your dreams. Perhaps this is the fellow you remembered, if this it truly is a time loop. Brushes past you and into the building. We'll now go ahead and head to Izzer. You stomping fast as you can, run up the stairs of the tower. Your feet sort of echoing in the hallway as you make your way to the top. You burst through the door, and the woman behind. Whoa! Oh, Izzer, right? Yes, I'm. Good morning.
Don't drink your tea.
Don't drink my. Why not?
I don't know, but I don't drink it.
She sort of
check it for.
Check it. She sort of looks a little bit confused, but she will go ahead and have a check here. Let's see. Does she have a spell for this? Just thought I would check. See if I remember right. It's just. Yes, okay, here we go. So she'll go ahead and cast Detect Poison and Disease. She focuses intently on her teacup and she says, "It's just normal tea. Are you feeling okay?"
He's going to look over his shoulder, back at the door. Are you expecting anyone?
I don't think so. I don't interact with folks much outside of my sermons. I mean, I suppose I get the occasional
My lady
servant that
died.
comes up here, or... I'm sorry?
I was... And this is... In the few times that she would have seen him, he's stoic as all get out. This is not that. He's struggling for words. He's like shaking his head from side to side as if to knock something out of his brain, or shake something loose. And he finally comes up with, "I came up here and you had drank your tea and you were choking and you died."
It seems like you've had a terrible nightmare. Perhaps we can get you something for that. I'm clearly still here. I'm perfectly fine. Look, there's no poison in my tea. I magically cast upon it to ensure this. It's perfectly fine.
A tea kettle.
The kettle.
Somehow.
She turns and checks the kettle. The kettle is perfectly fine too. Look, I'm very grateful that you are caring for my health, but the poison, and that would be incredibly difficult to get in here, and who would even come after a young priestess anyway?
I don't know. But when I died, it was to the Uncorians outside. And he points out the window.
The Uncorians outside. She turns and looks out the window, follows your pointing. What in the world? There's a campsite set. Where's the captain? Why isn't he?
He's drunk. He's always drunk.
Of course he's drunk. Oh, goodness, that man. Fine then. Let's go wake him up, shall we?
I was coming for you to help him. That was... And he'll check the sky. About what's the time interval between when he's here now and when he would have come up would have seen her?
You got here way earlier than you initially would
have. Dead or dying.
You got here well before that time period would have happened. We lost a patch. Okay. We will hopefully have them back shortly, but in the meantime, I'll just go ahead. Oh, there we go. Okay, all good. Takeshi's happen. Yeah, as far as you can tell, you got here way earlier than you did during the last time. Before, you kind of had an opportunity for conversation. You spent some time finishing up your work. You spent some time in the courtyard, and then you realized, oh, okay, let's go check on the priestess. But here we are now, and you got here earlier, much earlier. There's no poison in the tea, but she's shocked to realize that there are, in fact, troops out there. You think perhaps she was so busy in her studies, as she so often is, that she might not have noticed.
Let's go. Let's go find him.
I'm going to give him a piece of my mind. And she rolls up her sleeves as she starts walking down the stairs, just kind of expecting you to follow her.
Not follow. Going ahead.
You're going ahead? Okay, you take the lead as you march down the stairs.
Pardon me.
So, Eden, as you come down the stairs, fully dressed, the young lady in front of you, your handmaiden, is leading you towards the captain's, presumably either towards the captain's room or towards the armory. You see, as you come down, Izzer marching out of the doorway to the other tower. You see the priestess, Miss Tanny, behind her, or behind. She is behind him. The two of you meet eyes across the hallway.
I will uncharacteristically ask Izzer if he is okay.
Don't go.
I won't. And I will continue on to the armory.
Perhaps the shortest but most meaningful exchange occurs, as each of you speaks only 2 words and immediately knows, yes, they remember. They know what happened. And that is where we're going to leave off for tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. It's been quite an interesting night tonight, hasn't it? Perhaps the most I've ever put my foot on the gas since I ever started DMing. It feels a little bit liberating. I think we might do it again.
You know, weird question, but do we level up from getting our butts kicked that hard? Like, otherwise, how do we level up in this?
You know what? I will say that since the loop has occurred and you did advance the story a little bit, I'll let you all have a level.
Yeah.
Enjoy your new level, guys. And as for you folks at home watching on Twitch or YouTube, feel free to subscribe so you can get to the next episode. Hit that follow button so we can see us again on Twitch, 7 p.m.
And make
Central.
your bets. And make your bets. Who's going to die first?
Make your bets. Who's going to die next time? We'll see you next time for the Unfallen Fortress here at Minis in Mayhem. But from me and the rest of the team, I hope you all have a good night, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Wow.